Hi everybody, we're joined here today at 2022 NCHA Kit Kat Shooter Super Stakes with the NCHA Executive Director, Jay Winborn. Jay, welcome.
Thank you, Mark. Good to be here.
Yeah, so we're here at the Super Stakes again. Tell us what's going on, what's new with the Super Stakes this year?
Well, obviously, I think one of the biggest changes that we're seeing this year at the Super Stakes is the schedule change, with the Open going first. That came with some feedback for the contestants that have been entered, and I think it really helps out the non-pros and the amateurs have the Open go first. Obviously, from a production standpoint, you always kind of want to have a grand finale with the Open last, but we feel it serves our competitors better to run the schedule this way.
Yeah, well, and in relation with the other shows, I mean, entries are up, payouts are up, everything is on the growth of the sport.
This show is huge. I mean, compared to, I don't know if it's the biggest one we've ever had, but I know it is one of the biggest ones we've ever had. We were over 2,000 entries for this show, and it is up close to 40% over last year. And I can't explain why. I know the leveling has helped it a lot, but it's been across the board. On the weekend level, all our limited age events, we just can see continued growth in that area.
Yeah, and it seems to be, I mean, obviously the leveling side of things, and every show has been a little bit different, and this one here, the intermediates within the Open, and then the limited is separate. It seems to be that's definitely something that contestants are liking, having that choice.
We saw a little bit of promise with that at the Futurity, but this show has been kind of a real indicator of how the combo entry fee increased obviously a lot of our entries, and our intermediate, our intent is to try to really grow that limited and intermediate, and it seems to be working. So
yeah, and obviously now we've got a semi-finals for the 5-6-year-old Open, which we haven't had in quite a while.
Yep.
So that just shows, with all the added entries that we have here. We're coming up after this show. We're going to have the convention coming up first part of June. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Be the first weekend in June. We're glad to get back together after a couple of years of hiatus. And this will be my first convention, so I'm looking forward to it. There is a lot of exciting things that I don't want to prematurely put out there that we're going to share at convention. Some really big stuff that we're going to talk about. And it will be at the Texas Motor Speedway there just north of town. Glad we can get everybody back together, and glad it has been a tough 2 years for our group, and it has been cumbersome to try and work in the way that we've conventionally worked and then have to shift to virtual and not getting together. So I'm excited we're going to be able to get together.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see everybody back together and be able to kind of move forward from here. Well, we're excited to be here. It's going to be a great finals coming up this week. We're already seeing some great runs, and so it's going to be fun to watch. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.